everybody. It's okay. Looks like we got a good. Looks like we got a good stable stream here. We tried several times and it quit on us like a bunch of times. So this is a new radio show idea we're trying, and nobody's watching it, which is good. Penis. Okay, Banhammer's here. I didn't just arbitrarily shout out penis. Okay, you guys can't see it. But it's the live stream chat. It shows up on the window there, and Banhammer just said her favorite food. She always likes to point out what she wants for breakfast. How you doing, Banhammer? So yeah, Banhammer's watching. She's the first viewer for today, apparently. So, what, I get a text message? I'm gonna check a text message right now. I'll go look and see what it says later. So, this is a new concept we're trying out, which is basically a talk show. This is Tony Spermacelli. Hey! And we're all right. We're not gonna be talking about any controversial topics.
You mean like porn and black people?
That's not really. Oh. Well, the second one is controversial.
It's controversial. Oh, okay.
And you already said it.
I wasn't allowed to say that.
Yeah, no. Oh. So we're not gonna be talking about ethnic things or.
So I can't say
politics.
I can't say Jewfish Creek.
Well, that's an actual place, though.
Yeah, but can I say it?
No.
That's messed up.
So Tony Spermacelli, everybody.
Hey!
Ted Cruz. You want to talk about Ted Cruz? All right, I'll tell you everything I know about Ted Cruz. Just like Obama, they came up with the whole birther idea, notion that he was not eligible to be president, even though. All right, let me tell you this. I said we weren't going to do politics, but all right. What is it? It's not an actual amendment. It's in the Constitution itself, in the body of the Constitution. The requirements to be president of the United States of America, and one of them says you must be a natural-born citizen of the United States of America. So they say, man, my mustache is all weird looking. I'm looking at it in the thing, and now I'm getting self-conscious.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. I'm not looking at it. So, it does not say you have to be born in the continental United States or in, it says you must be a natural-born citizen. Now, let me explain a little scenario. A friend of mine whose parents were missionaries in South Africa, both American citizens, both pay their taxes, and all the American things you're supposed to do. And for the Southern Baptist Convention, they were doing mission work in South Africa when they just happened to have a baby. He came back here and there was no paperwork that had to be done. Well, there was a birth certificate that showed that he was a natural-born American citizen. Now, how's that possible? He was born in South Africa. He was born to two, and it doesn't even have to be two, but his parents were both American citizens. He was born American citizen. You don't have to actually be born here. It's your parents. And then you have to live here as a resident for so many years before you decide to run for president. So let's say Barack Obama, for sake of argument, was born in Kenya. His mom was American. He's American. So the whole birther movement was moot. Same thing with Ted Cruz. Although Obama does have a Hawaiian birth certificate.
How was it, brother?
Which is... How's it, brother?
How was it, brother?
Chaka.
Yeah.
So...
Kahuna.
The big kahuna signed right there on his birth certificate that he was born in the 50th state, the big 5-0. Was it... You remember when Hawaii was annexed? I'm trying to remember. Was he actually born before the annexation or after? I don't remember what it said on his birth certificate. How old is Obama?
I don't know, brother.
I don't know, brother. I don't follow the politics. What did she just say? So, come on. All right. So, Drac, I don't think I know how babies work. They don't just happen to happen. This is how they work. You put the food in. one end, they go to sleep, the food comes out the other end.
That's about right.
Oh, and then they wake up.
Yeah. There's noise in between all that.
Yeah. Milk turns into cheese in their belly and then comes back out.
Yes.
That's how babies work.
Yeah.
A few years later, they start running around and talking and doing the same thing. Food goes in one end, comes out the other end. They fall asleep. They sleep twice a day instead of like 16 times a day. And they eat like 3 times a day. You know, so the amount of times you have to feed them decreases over time, but the also the amount of times you have to clean them.
Yeah, and then you feed them like the kind rod.
And then eventually they, 30, 40 years later, they clean you.
Yeah.
Or they put you in a place that's too expensive, and it eats up all their inheritance.
Yeah.
Manda, who is this? Jonas Franco. Manda salve para todos. I have no. It disappeared. I tried to read it as quickly as I could.
We don't have translate.
And another text message just came in. So, all right. So anyway, I told you that all of that about Barack Obama to tell you this about Ted Cruz. It doesn't matter that he was born in Canada. He was born in Canada, right?
I don't remember.
I think his dad was Cuban, Canadian citizen, and his mom was American citizen. But he was born in Canada. English mother. They speak English in what? What?
Bloody hell.
All right, let me see. What do he say now? He says, Dracula, fala salve Brazil. Oh, you're Brazilian.
No.
So that's not even Spanish. That's why I couldn't understand it.
Yeah, Portuguese.
It's like, I'm like, is that Spanish? Because I'm not quite picking up on any of it.
Portuguese.
And I'm not picking up like the 15% that I usually understand. Come on.
Portuguese.
Brazil, la 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 la. Okay, so he's speaking Portuguese.
Yes.
Portuguese. So, what did I finish about Ted Cruz?
Yep. All done. I don't want to ever hear Ted Cruz again.
So it's Ted Cruz. It His mother was American.
Okay.
That makes him American. Okay. And his father was Canadian. That makes him Canadian. His father was also Cuban, which makes him Cuban.
Hey, what's this all about?
What's this all about?
Oh, boat.
What is it? A boot or a boat?
I thought it was a boot.
All I know is my name in New York is Claude.
What?
And down here in the South, it's Cloud.
Wow.
In Canada, it's Claude. Of course, a lot of times, hey, Clyde, man, what's Clyde? What's up, Clyde? Your name Clyde? Clyde? Okay, so I'm Clyde.
Yeah, you get a lot of that here.
Oh, no, if you're Clark, Clyde, you just call me Dracula. So, all right, we're done talking about Ted Cruz. What are we going to talk about now?
I don't know, man.
Van Hammer's favorite food?
Yes, definitely. Van Hammer. How do you get a name like that?
Van Hammer?
Yeah.
She's one of my moderators, and she's banned more people from my live stream.
Oh, Van Hammer. I get it. Okay.
People coming in there trolling, being smart Alex, and she's just, you're gone.
Boom. Nice.
Because there was a while there was a few people that were just trolling the crap out of my streams, my Defiant streams.
Well, when was she born? Like in the 80s? When was she born? 80s, 90s?
I don't know. You don't ask a lady how old she is. My favorite food is Tay Drac.
If she was born in the 80s, it would have been
Van Halen, not Van.
It happens. And that was our good Van Halen joke.
All right, so but we got a band. Not that one.
Yeah. That joke. Yeah.
Oh, it just popped up. We're heading back to the place we've been place to go. But he's just gonna get right up there as close as he can. Oh, look, what is he doing now? Holy crap.
We're gonna see something.
What an impatient schmuck. I mean, we're going, what, 65?
Yeah.
They must be going, 70. I mean, that guy there needs to get out of the left lane, but...
Your screen's on fire.
Stream is amazingly laggy right now. Yeah, we had a bad connection, but it looks like it's cleared up. We put some salve on it.
I think the problem is your Google has AIDS.
It's got teacher's aids.
Was that controversial?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Can't say nothing no more.
You can say nothing. You can sit there and say nothing all day.
Yeah, but then I'd be, see, if I did that, then I'd be, a victim of liberals.
I'll be a victim of liberal intolerance.
Yeah. Can't say nothing.
Not allowed to say nothing.
Because of liberals.
And I just said it like twice.
Yeah.
And you said it 2 times 2. That's 4.
That's it, man. I'm going to say it. Niagara Falls.
Nothing. How could you say that on my stream?
I said Niagara Falls.
You said it again. What the heck?
It's the N-word.
You know the word. He's dropping the N-word like crazy, man. I'm not even gonna say it. You're gonna. I'm gonna start saying it because you've said it so many times.
Hey,
and, hey, Tony Spermacelli over here.
That's what I do.
So he keeps saying the N-word, and it's just going in my ear, and it's rattling around in there, and it's gonna come out my mouth. You're gonna get me in trouble, man. Stop it.
Yeah, but I'm saying Niagara Falls.
No, you can't say that.
You know that place on the map?
No, I don't care if it's a place on the map. It's the origins, the root of the word.
The spelling.
Don't you have any idea? Have you studied any history, any American history at all?
I'm Tony.
Don't use the N-word. I know you're like 1/16th Italian or something. Is that your brother? You look the same.
Okay,
oh, that's because we're both white guys, and all white guys look
We all look the same, yeah. We eat the same crap.
We wear the same size shoe.
Yeah. We eat the same restaurant. And actually, we're going to...
Banhammer, come on! You're going to have to ban yourself now. Look at that. She just said the N-word right on the live stream chat.
What'd she say?
You didn't see it?
Oh, was it Neosporin?
Oh, well, that is... oh, she retracted it. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Thank you. She didn't ban herself, but she retracted it. Neosporin. Come on, man. Everybody knows what the N-word is.
I know what you're talking about.
Neosporin. It's, I don't know. That's borderline.
Yeah, it's like...
Neosporin. So, I don't know if you guys... I don't... Is it okay to rip on PewDiePie this... PewDiePie. He plays Defiance with you. Yes, I do. Wait.
Oh, they're asking me if I play Defiance.
Oh, does he play Defiance with them? No, he doesn't have internet at home.
Yeah. But I am familiar with what he does.
Yeah. He says Neosporin. Neosporin. What was that? Don't mess with the Zohan. That was
yeah.
And it was they were trying to say nitroglycerin.
They couldn't say it.
And a guy couldn't understand what they were saying, and he goes, "Oh yes, I can get you that." And he gave them Neosporin. So, what did he say? Did you see what he said? You speak any other languages, Drac? Hostile Love asked if I speak any other languages. I speak some Spanish, but, well, I understand some, but I don't speak it because when I do, I sound like Willie Nelson and people make fun of me. Especially little kids.
Yeah. Only the bad words, anyway.
Do I speak Czech?
Unfortunately, no.
I didn't even know that was a language until just now.
I thought Czech was a soda.
Yeah.
We got Czech soda.
Czech Cola.
Czech Cola, yeah.
Czech Cola Republic. I mean, at Publix.
You got to get it in Publix.
No, I don't speak Czech. I think is that where you're from, DGP? Can you guys hear me all right? I got the microphone up here so we can hear me and Tony Spermacelli.
Hey!
That's where I'm from. Okay. Czech. What? Okay, so what? Where do they speak Czech? Is it Czechoslovakia, Chechnya, Czechoragua? What did I eat? Why? Is it something in my beard?
No, it's just white.
Why does he have sperm? It's Czech Republic. Okay.
Czech Republic. Okay.
So, how do you say Czech Republic in Czech? I know there's no 20-second delay on this, so he's trying to think of it.
That's a good question.
If you're really a Czech, and then Van Hammer goes Czech Republic. So is Republic one of those? Your brother plays. Your brother plays Minecraft. You say it the same. So Czech has adopted the word Republic. You know what? I had a Russian friend once that kept saying St. Petersburg. I said, I know it ain't no St. Petersburg. Because you got to tell me how you say that in Russian. Because it ain't St. Maybe it means St. Petersburg. But she says, I don't understand what you mean. It's St. Petersburg. I said, yeah, how do Russians say St. Petersburg?
In Russian.
And she finally told me, I think, but I don't remember it. So, but Czech Republic is, in English and Czech, it's the same. Czech Republic.
I'm going to attempt it. From a Russian point of view, speaking English. Ready? St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg.
Is that pretty good?
I don't know.
How was that? Was that good? I don't know. I tried.
Just write it on some like microfilm.
Yeah.
And hide it somewhere on your body.
St. Petersburg. I tried with the accent.
I am 16, going on 17. So we got Daniel Gaming Pork Chop and Banhammer on the live stream chat, and that's the only people that are actually on right now. So we got nothing to talk about. But if you have questions, we got answers.
Oh yeah.
Shouldn't you be in school if you're 16? He is in school. He's in science class right now.
Yeah.
Watching On the Road with Dracula and Tony Spermacelli.
Hey!
Switch classes. Pines Boulevard. We haven't passed 75. Are we on 75? Did I get up 75?
I don't know if I see Pines Boulevard right
I don't know where the heck I am. And since we're live streaming, I'm not looking at my GPS.
Yeah. Well, I see FIU. You know where we're at now? We crossed this.
Hey, that's where I went to college. Where you said no, that's not.
No,
That's Broward College at FIU. That's not.
Yeah.
That's like a satellite campus. So FIU's at 8th Street. They're with the fairgrounds. And there's Kaiser University. A lot of colleges here.
Yeah.
A lot of professional students.
Yep. What do we got?
And after 9th grade, you don't go to school anymore if you don't want. On today's exciting episode on the Road with Track, gets lost. He told me to get lost. I'm not lost. I'm right here. I just have no idea how far it is to where we're going. When I see that sign that says Turnpike North, I'm going to take it. when you come to the fork in the road, take it. Yeah. I really have to go to the bathroom.
You know you're live streaming right now, right? You can live stream that.
You're about to watch me go to the bathroom.
Oh man. You know what I got to say about that?
Hey! What if you have in the back also Rick and Morty? It's crazy. What? Oh, he's talking about Rick and Morty.
Oh, I love Rick and Morty.
You watch Rick and Morty with your son?
I do, yeah. I've seen seasons 1 and 2.
Seasons 1 and 2?
Yeah. He's seen more than I have because he watches it on his phone, but I try to watch it on Netflix when I can, and they're up to seasons 1 and 2.
I just finished a series on Netflix yesterday called Dad of Light, and it's a movie about Final Fantasy 14, or a TV show about Final Fantasy 14, PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
You should check it out. It's good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It's on Netflix. It's all the Japanese. Drac, me and some friends are going to Suicide Forest in a week. You talking about you're going to Japan?
Why would you want to go to Suicide Forest?
I don't know, do some community service?
What?
So, you know about Suicide Forest?
Oh, I know all about Suicide. Why would you want to go there? It seems a little bit dismal.
This is, alright, imagine, did you see Baywatch? It's cool.
I saw Baywatch.
What, the movie?
The new one, it was great with The Rock.
Yeah, there was Baywatch with David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Back, so he's talking about the movie.
Yeah, the movie was great.
Alright, so, let's imagine you lived in a place where it was highly competitive to find work, and everybody had the same color eyes and hair. So basically, if you're working at a job and you don't show up one day because you're sick or something, they could have somebody else there when you get back the next day who looks just like you, doing your job better than you're doing it, because they were there. So, I don't know. So, I may be talking about stuff I don't know about, but I know a lot of soldiers killed themselves rather than admit defeat. So I'm thinking it's ingrained into Japanese culture that if you're losing, you kill yourself. I don't know. There's something about ritual suicide in the Japanese culture, and a lot of people feel like in order for their family to not be dishonored by their failures, they're just going to go out into the forest and hang themselves. And they find people all the time out in that forest there that just killed themselves somehow, and it's so. Yes, they call it the Suicide Forest. It's called killing themselves. Take his cap off and throw it out the window and say prank.
Mine or his?
No, stay away from my hat.
I'm not going to touch it. I still have some hair left on my head.
What did So, yeah, no, I'm not going to read that.
I missed it.
It went away.
It was that good, huh?
Well, all right, so I don't trust the watch count on this thing. It says there's one person watching, but I'm getting comments from DGP and Banhammer. So I'm thinking it's a little off. It's not 100% accurate. Oh, I know what I can do on my live stream that'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
Was your friend in the army? He looks like...
Once upon a time.
He how long were you there?
Let me see. I think it was 1 month, actually.
1 month?
Yeah, 1 month. That doesn't count. That really doesn't count. Yeah.
I can do something entertaining on the live stream. I'm gonna eat a banana.
I don't know why, but that's not sexy. It's not sexy.
Do you know some moves? Are you gonna bust a move?
I don't know any move.
Tony Spermacelli.
Hey!
He has some equipment that would make a very interesting YouTube channel, I think.
Yeah.
But then he'd be getting even more invitation, what's the word I'm looking for? I just had a brain fart.
Let me see.
It must be banana.
Probably too much, I don't know, too much attention.
Attention from from ATF.
No, we're good. You guys are good.
Even though everything is completely legitimate.
I like them guys. Them guys are nice.
Yeah, but if you started a YouTube channel with all your equipment, then they'd be coming by twice as much. Going, hey.
Yeah, probably. They're nice guys. I like them. They keep me in check.
It's ATF, right? It's not.
Yeah, it's ATF. It's actually BATFE, Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives.
Oh, is that what it is? That's what ATF is now?
Yeah. That's what they've become.
All right, here we go. $5.95. I did take 75 over.
Oh, okay, good.
I'll take $5.95 over to the turnpike. Should do metal detection. Metal detection. TF. Stop eating, please. I'm hungry. Oh, I forgot. You guys don't have bananas over in the Czech Republic.
No.
They just got like cactus.
I shouldn't have laughed. That wasn't really funny, was it? I forget.
No, he's in between. He's at school right now.
Oh, he's at school. Oh, okay. All right.
You know what's funny? I haven't heard from Hemo in a while. The last time I talked to him, he said he was. He's Egyptian. He lives in Saudi Arabia, but he took a trip back to Egypt, I guess, to go see some family. I said, I want you to send me a bag of sand.
Oh, that's cool.
And he goes, what? Sand? Okay, but I'm not on the ocean. I'm like, I don't want beach sand. I can get beach sand anywhere.
Yeah, we got plenty of beach.
I want you to send me Giza sand. Is that how you say it? Giza?
Yeah, Giza.
That's where the pyramids are. Right?
Yeah.
How do you want me to do this? Just take a picture of the sand. Post it in Hangouts for me. I'll be like, I'm going to have that picture of sand. This is a picture of sand from Giza at the foot of the pyramids that my friend took a picture for me when he was in Egypt. It's a sand photographed by a real Egyptian.
It's real Egyptian photograph sand.
Yeah. Will you stop playing Defiance? I'm not playing right now.
Oh man. I know where that question's going.
Is this truck gonna pull like around me on the left as I'm trying to get over to it? And everybody, all right, horns are gonna start honking. There we go. All right. I'm in the express lane now.
Do you get espresso in the express lane?
I got into the express lane because I want to drive slower than all of these jerk-offs that are like flying by me on the left.
Yeah.
So I'll pay extra to drive slower. All right, let's see what Banhammer just wrote a book here.
Uh-oh.
The newest PlayStation comes out, you'll switch to PlayStation 4. I can't play Defiance. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't switch. Like, when I got my PlayStation 3, I didn't switch to PlayStation 3. I still have my PlayStation 2. So I could still go play Star Wars Battlefront 2 on my PlayStation 2. So when I get my PlayStation 4, I'm not switching to PlayStation 4. I still have my PlayStation 3. I'm gonna have, and I still have a PlayStation. I still have my NES, my friggin' Atari, my N64, Super Nintendo. I got Sega Master System in there somewhere. I don't have everything all hooked up all now, except my PS2 and my PS3.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
You shit your pants?
No, I'm hanging out with a nerd.
Nintendo Switch, what is that?
No, that's the new thing. It's new. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't get Game Informer.
I don't play no Game Informer.
He doesn't read Game Informer.
I ain't no Informer. What kind of games do you have on the PS3? Well, I have Defiance.
That's it.
I have Tokyo Jungle, Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem, that's pretty cool.
What else do I have on PlayStation 3? Star Wars Dark Forces. They ported a lot of games to PS3.
That was a good one. I like the Dark Forces.
I wish they would port Rogue Squadron. Did they port Rogue Squadron? I know a game my grandpa called Switch. Was your grandpa a switch hitter?
Switch?
Yeah, you hit switches. Every time you walk in a room, you hit a switch.
Game my grandpa called Switch.
I have no friggin' idea.
No, he got me on that one. Good.
Was it like a Chinese fire drill? Oh, you know, it's funny. The other day, somebody says, "Hey," it was a Chinese joke. A guy tells an ethnic joke about Chinese people, right?
Okay.
Then somebody else goes, "Hey, you shouldn't tell jokes about minorities. It's not nice. It's racist." And I'm like, Chinese people are not a minority? Not even close to being a minority. There's more Chinese people on the planet than any other guy. You call it a minority?
But isn't it racist to say that?
To say that they're not a minority?
Isn't it racist to say that there's lot of Chinese people?
There's more Asians on the planet than any other kind of looking people.
I don't know if you guys know, but that's a big part of the map.
And that's including Indians.
Yes.
Oh, which kind of Indian? Both.
Yeah.
You take them both, add them together, and there's still more Asians.
Yeah,
There's more Asians than any other people, and that is if you take all of the white people in the world together. You know, the Slavs and all of the Eastern
All the
Western
Europeans.
European.
Yeah.
There's more Asians on the planet.
Oh yeah.
And it has a lot to do with the population of China. So I thought it was funny that he was saying Chinese are a minority.
Yeah.
They're not even a minority in the United States.
A minority to who?
But that was pretty funny. What did I miss here?
Yeah.
Is where you take one finger, put. I'm not gonna.
What was that?
I'll tell you later.
All right.
Tony Spermacelli over here.
Hey!
Read this. It means gay and okay. I like daylight. Defiance is free. Okay. Like daylight. So
It was that bad, huh?
it was that bad. But the thing is, when I started to read it, I started to realize what it was she was talking about, and that I'd heard of it before.
Oh.
It was funny the first time, and then the first several times I heard it. All right, so I'm on 595 now. As soon as I get to the turnpike, I want to take it north. I see a sign right there. It's got the state of Florida on it.
Yeah.
That was a political joke. Read the what was the political joke? The Chinese thing. I was just pointing out that Chinese people are in no way a minority, so you can't say they're a victim of bias against minorities. I should play you? No, the Switch thing. That was a political joke.
I missed the whole Switch thing.
All right, read that right there.
I can't. I'm wearing shades. Everything's dark in here.
You put one finger in your mouth and you put the other one.
Oh.
when somebody yells switch, you switch.
Oh man, sorry for the late Ed McMahon laugh. Yeah.
It's like Idiocracy, the diagnostic computer.
Yeah.
The probes. There's 3 probes. Okay, this one goes in your ear.
Yeah.
This one goes in your mouth, and this one goes in your butt. No, wait a minute. After he'd already.
Yeah.
This one, and he mixes it, and they weren't even labeled or anything. He's looking at them. This one goes in your mouth. This one goes in your ear, and this one goes in your butt. Oh wait, I need north turnpike. And then the machine goes, bing! You have hepatitis.
Oh my God.
Are you getting the iPhone? I don't do Apple products. I used to be the big Apple advocate.
Yeah.
I used to be an advocate for Apple, and I used to get in fights with my friends all the time because I thought Apple was great.
Yeah.
Until they burst my bubble just one too many times, and that was over processor upgrades. So anyway, I found out that I was just gonna have to be, getting a new computer every so many years because Apple computers were to some extent upgradable, expandable, and whatnot. But when it got to the point where it was time to get a new processor, they didn't cover that. And it seemed like every time I updated my system software, iPhone costs $1,000.
I didn't know that.
I ain't paying no $1,000.
Screw that.
Fuck that, she says. I'm going to get something to eat, DGP.
Yeah.
Hey! So yeah, I'm trying to remember which computer it was I had. I think it was the original Bondi Blue iMac. That's the last Apple product I bought. And it's not that they really need. All right, it's there's something in business, in products that people work in called planned obsolescence, and then there's another thing called planned failure. I understand the planned obsolescence. You don't put all the technology into an electronic product and sell it, because one, all of the stuff isn't. iPhone 7 was a failure. Eating sausage, not the male one. So yeah, if they put all of the available technology into one device and then sold that, it would be way too expensive. So I understand planned obsolescence. 3 or 4 years, you're going to need to buy a new phone. What I don't understand is planned failure. And that's what I don't like. When you design a product to fail after so many years and to not be repairable, like this HTC phone I have right here, and a lot of cell phones, they made it really slick around the edges, and very thin, and the screen is not shatter resistant in any way, shape, or form. So there's buttons around the edge, and then there's this HTC button on the back. So you got to be careful how you. What did that guy say? Let me read it. She already said that. I just said. So what was I saying?
Hey!
What was I talking about? I was talking about, the phone. All right, so you got to be careful how you pick up the freaking phone, right? You got to grab it by the edge, or you're going to press a button while you're trying to pick it up. And I don't know how many times, because of this stupid HTC button on the front, it's opened up like 15,000 apps in my pocket. And I can't. My battery's almost dead because I got a whole bunch of freaking games open and apps I don't even use and I can't delete. But anyway, the way I see it, they make a phone that's impossible to hold, and if you drop it, the screen shatters. That's planned failure. Yeah. They planned for you to drop your phone and for the thing to break. How much does an Alien computer cost? What?
Alien. That's Alien.
What was this?
That's Alienware. I think he's
Oh, did I tell you about the quantum computer? How
Oh.
much does alien computer cost? I don't even know what that is.
Alienware.
They actually have a quantum computer that works,
Oh.
and
Nice.
it's a huge thing. It looks like a soda machine, right?
Yeah.
And it has the computing power that the NASA computer had to do trigonometric functions. The one that took up a whole
Yes.
room that we use to to launch rockets and bring them back in.
Right. Right.
So, which by today's standards, it could be this phone,
Yeah.
right? But it's the size of a soda machine. So you're like, well, why would I have a computer that's the size of a soda machine when I could just have this phone?
Right.
Here's the thing: they did it with you know how the phones use. I'm wanting to say transistors. That's not what they are, but it's a device that turns on and off inside the phone.
Okay.
And it has so many of them in the processor. Well, this did that with only like 5 or 6 of them. Which means each time they add a new one, the exponential, it's not doubling anymore.
Oh.
It's like 10 times as much computing power each time they add another one of these. The way the thing works, they're using like quarks or something, or instead of I keep wanting to say transistors, but I know that's not what they are. I forget what the actual what they're using in computer chips now, in conventional computer chips.
Yeah.
But it basically part of the binary code. It's either on or it's off.
That's right.
And these have like 16 different states or something. So
Wow.
each time you add another one, you're multiplying by that instead of regular binary code.
See.
So, but yeah, it's going to be the next thing, and they're going to be able to build computers that are like have so much more processing capability.
How smart is it? Does it hate itself already?
Smarter than you.
Does it have to? Do you have to give it depression pills?
Oh, I hate my life. What did
What is my purpose in life? To pass the butter.
alien is expensive? I have potato like battery works. This isn't where I got off last time, was it?
Oh man, I
Was it
don't know.
commercial?
Was it?
It was the one. There was the rest stop, and there's no northbound reentry. I'm gonna have to check my GPS in a few minutes and see
Alrighty.
what did I miss here. Anybody getting the Samsung Galaxy Note 8? How do I get a sword?
That's funny.
What the heck? All right, I'm gonna have to check this. I keep getting text messages up the wazoo.
If you are, you're getting it from your dad. That's for sure.
That's possible.
He's probably watching our video right now.
Let's see. Pompano. Here it is. This is gonna be our exit up here. As if it was my father, he'd be texting you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So the exit is like right before the plaza. But so we're gonna be getting off of the turnpike in a few minutes anyway. So I may as well go ahead and end the stream now. This is going to be dangerous to keep the stream up while we're on surface streets. Hey! All right, so we'll catch you guys. Maybe we'll do another stream on the way home. Anyway, this has been On the Road with Dracula and Tony Spermacelli. Hey!
I was yelling my name.
So see you guys next. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, happy hunting and yeehaw!